All right, hello everybody. We have another support review today. This is Diamond 3 Strat Main. I just want to know where I could have improved generally. All right, cool. Oh, I thought we were on Rocket, now we're on White Fox.
Interrogated diplomats, hunted criminals, and banished entire operations. Old habits die hard.
Oh, nice stun.
Damage sustained. Need assistance.
Nice. So far, so good. Okay, now it's time for melee form, I would say. Oh, okay, we don't have to if we don't need it. It's fine. Risky there.
My spirit steadies.
Nice, she dies for it. That's a big win for you guys. They have Rocket, so never mind. Rocket's broken. Get out. Okay. Ooh, So, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping everybody alive. Right? We're doing a pretty decent job at that. That is not our responsibility. So. But we're not carrying. We're enabling our team. One of the best things about playing White Fox as a support player is that White Fox actually does have the ability with the teleport and the teleports, the tails, the ults, the melee form, is you have the ability to turn the tides on things like this, right? And the fact that we're like a little bit unwilling and like we haven't tried yet, so here would be a great example where the Emma has already used Diamond Form and already got the grab on the mag, and we've already used TP. We're close to our ult, so I would just pop melee form here and I just start going ham and like being aggressive, right? Like we have full health, we're close to spawn, we have 2 DPS in the back line, so I would see all of that information and like try to make a play here. But since we're a little too passive, we're ready, we're just trying to support other people and let them do the job, and like I want to keep everybody up. Because of that, we're missing out on opportunities to do it.
I've survived so much worse. Get to revenge.
Good patience. Nice, not bad. Yeah, you're playing White Fox like a traditional support. You're playing White Fox like a Cloak and Dagger or a Luna, or like a main support. That's just not what this character does. This character makes plays aggressively, not denies value defense.
Behold the god of thunder! Extermination!
My spirit pulls me back to battle.
We're already down 2 DPS. All right, now enable. Go enable. Go enable. Please. Go with. No.
Only 60 seconds left.
It does feel like that. Maybe the hitbox is like goofy. I'm not sure.
They made it halfway. Stop them.
Okay, something I want to... I think this is happening, and it may not be happening, but from what I can tell, it feels like you're just holding down primary fire. Does that make sense? 6 minutes. So with White Fox, you really don't want to just hold down primary fire. You can do that with Rocket, obviously that would be alternate, but with Rocket, you can do that with Cloak. Kind of Luna. You can do that with way more, like Loki, that's fine. With White Fox, it's not fine. You have to, this character, you have to aim, and you have to be very deliberate with what you're shooting at. Because if you don't, you're missing out on tons and tons of healing. The difference between hitting your target directly and hitting your target off the ground is massive with this character. Is actually so huge. So I would just take a second, like whenever you pick this character, and slow down your aiming. Don't hold left click, because this is what it sounds like you're doing. Don't hold left click, just slow it down for half a second, a little bit slower, and make sure each shot that you're doing is being very intentional about what's going on. That's gonna help you get a lot of extra value out of your weapon. Yes, we can do a VOD review, but you have to join the Discord, which there's links all over the place. Join the Discord. There's a section in there for VOD review requests, and then you'll be at the end of the line. Okay, so we're, what, 6 minutes into this? To aim at the feet so you still get direct contact, but you get the bounce if you do miss. I don't agree with that. It's like planning for being bad. Just try to be good. Like, I guess that's kind of my... That's true. So it's true, Churro. What you're saying is true, but it's also like bad practice. Like, you want to try to build in the skill of like hitting. Because what I want to avoid is what we see happen a lot in these, is where White Fox is literally just shooting primary. And then they're missing all the time, but it's fine because they know it's going to bounce. And so they like rely on the bounce and they just shoot at the feet. I guess if that makes sense. Because minus 58% healing is much better than minus 100% healing. Right, like that's the point of aiming at the feet. So I understand it. Oh, this is great for your team. Oh! What was that TP? Yeah. Anyway, back to this. This is great for your team. They're using 2 big ults, even though you guys already got the point and your spawns right here. The thing is, we haven't seen you use melee form a single time yet. It's so good. It's actually amazing. So in order to use the melee form, you have to either have somebody like aggressively diving you so you don't waste it on a soft dive. It has to be a hard dive. And then it also has to be like a tide turning situation where you can go in, be aggressive, do a bunch of damage, push with your team, do a bunch of healing. Huh?
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Right, today I learned that does not actually cancel out. I thought it did. It just like makes him turn towards you.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Weird.
Damage sustained.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
It happens. Honestly, bad Spider-Man ult
I'm back. And I'll be
really
more
accomplish
alive
much
this
of
time.
anything.
They've made it halfway. Stop them.
Take those.
Oh, let's play a game! This is real fire!
And... yeah, now just time to die. That's fine. They used a bunch of ults.
Seconds left.
They used what? 1, 2, 3, including Spider-Man ults.
My spirit
We
calls me back
used
to battle.
1. That's pretty good. That. We just move on to the next.
He stopped them in their tracks.
So this is another scenario where it's like, this is go time. This is time to like turn the tide, right? We have an Emma ulting. I know our Bucky is kind of low. If he wants healing, he needs to get into the fight. And like, this person's going to take way more damage than the Bucky is right now. They have so much aggro, so much attention. So if I were you, I would just try to capitalize on this. And I would go in with my melee form as a little mini ult, right? You TP... maybe not TP, but you get with the Emma and you use the melee form, you start going ham, and then if you need to, you ult after it, and then you keep going, and you really force that momentum. Okay, we use it defensively. But so this is not what you want to do, okay? So defensively, it can be okay because basically what happens, especially if you're fighting like an enemy melee diver, so think like Hulk or Captain America, right? If a Hulk dives you and then you pop this, the Hulk knows instantly like, okay, I can no longer kill this White Fox and she might even kill me. So they just have to get out. But what's the purpose of this person attacking you? It's not to kill you. That's a way to achieve their purpose. The purpose is to get you to stop healing so these people die. Then your front line dies, right? And so by going into melee form, you're no longer healing unless you're doing damage. And since you're up here doing damage, and we're missing, we're not healing these people, right? And now they're in danger of dying. So that whole time, that Star-Lord accomplished his goal of getting these people killed. Be careful with that.
Final 10 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Behold the god of thunder!
You'll have to keep fighting.
Touch point. Okay. Melee form. There we go. That's too late. Whenever it's time to like brawl out like this, we got to be in melee form. Like there's targets that are close. We're all together. We need healing. in what, like a couple frames? Like here. We got headshot. That's not really gonna help through that. I mean, Hawkeye headshot hurts.
So much worse.
That's what I need.
The current
Yeah, so start thinking about your melee form as a mini ult. It's very similar.
I'll patch you up. Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
that's much better.
And once again, it's the same point though,
Patch you up.
right? Why is the Star-Lord diving supports? His goal is to get these people killed. If he kills you, then he stops your healing for like 15, 20 seconds, however long it takes your particular character to walk all the way back from spawn. But he doesn't have to kill you to get you to stop healing. All he has to do is get you to use both of your dashes, get Invis to use her pushes, and get them to stop looking at the tanks. Because all three of you guys are now looking over here, nobody is healing. There he goes. But this is also where Rocket shines, because then you just have Res Beacon, which is nice. But it only works for one, so now they're dead.
More
Help,
backups.
please.
Just what we need.
So the best thing you can do as Rocket, because Rocket is really good at this specific scenario. He's so good at it. You want to stay close to walls, and you want to use your wall climb ability, and you want to use this super jump, and then get back to healing. Okay? So right here, it's like, okay, he's shooting me. I'm going to finish reloading. I'm going to press space to start climbing. I'm going to press shift, and I'm going to shoot up all the way to here, and then I'm going to hold space, and then my right click, and then float down over to here. Make sure I stay away from this Hawkeye, and the whole time I'm shooting down here and healing still. I can keep track on anybody if they're low health, but like, look how little of a threat the Star-Lord actually was, right? Look how much damage he realistically did. Look at your guys' health bars. Yeah, he did a little bit to you. But that was enough damage. Oh, you got hit by the Hawkeye. It wasn't even the Star-Lord. It was literally the Hawkeye. Yeah. That's who it was. Is that right? Hang on. That had to have been the Hawkeye. It's like, no way Star-Lord can do 200 damage like that. Yeah.
One willing to help? Thanks.
You're ready for action.
Get ready. Here come the bad guys.
Yeah. So when you're fighting against a Hawkeye, it becomes like very important that you actually respect line of sight. So if we take like any frame that we've seen so far, we take any frame that we've seen so far, and we look at line of sight, you have been like dead center in the middle for like all of them. Here we are. We're dead center in the line of sight of Hawkeye. If we go back another 10 seconds, where is Hawkeye? Right here. Okay, line of sight. Dead center. Right there. Go back another 10 seconds. Right here. Hawkeye, not quite this far. Okay, this one's better because we were by the ambulance. Okay, this one. Dead center. Right down main. You got to be hugging walls whenever there's a Hawkeye. And it's a good practice to do anyway, is to use cover. Be careful. Like, this Invis is doing a much better job. She's close to the wall. whereas we're like right out in the open. So try to hug those walls. It'll go a long way. And then Hawkeye specifically. If here we're right in the middle of the street, right in the middle of the street, and right in the middle of the street. Now we're to the side a little bit, but we're looking the wrong way, and he's right there. So.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy. Relay deployed. Oh, yeah, baby, that's the good. You're ready for action. That fucking hurt.
All right, what's going on now?
I'm just dying. You're ready for action.
Again, there's no reason to actually move here. One of the great things about Rocket is you can heal without indirectly seeing people, without putting yourself in the danger.
Thanks. Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Yeah, just stay here. You're fine here. If you see your thing going in, like bounce the rocket balls off the wall. Look at this one. See? You're healing him. It's fine. Gonna get to him. And then if he wants to go all the way over here, there's a safe way to go this way. Okay. Not here.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Uh-oh. Oh, we gotta G out. You have to G out. Oh, no. Yeah, if you G out here, it's so much better.
Shields up.
Okay. Now they don't need healing anymore, so let's do some damage. All right. Jeez.
Whoa, we need some backup here.
All right. Fair enough. Kind of a funny thing to do. I mean, you don't really have much option left at that point. You bought time for your team to get a portal, which I'm surprised they actually did. Oh. You have a support ult. There's a cloak ult. You gotta go through.
Team play. That's me.
There you go. Nice. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't think you need ult. I think you guys cleaned up. They left the server? Bro, that was an ego VOD and a half.
As long as I got bullets, I win. You're welcome.
Get that
Nice.
vehicle moving again. Clearly, you needed some help.
Okay, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. All right, let's go. What's up, Libra? How you doing? You gave them a whole bunch of rules and they just left. Okay. Get the kill. Nice. Nice. Okay, please don't stand out in the open. Good. Now we're out in the open again. Careful. Playing much better now. Ever since that portal, you're using walls. You're using your movement well. Moving around. Nice.
Never miss. Don't bite me. I'm just
You might have to ult this. And we have 3 people staring at the Star-Lord, and our Ben Grimm, our poor guy, is like just getting demolished up front.
You're welcome.
No. Okay.
This is real.
If we're gonna, whenever we are playing Rocket, one of the best things you can do is have a good sense of the map, and you think about it like good spots for the Rocket ult, right? And what makes a good spot is it's up and out of the way, but it can still have line of sight to your team. So if it's up here, that's going to be better than if it's on cart. Because if it's on cart, all of these people can easily see it and shoot at it. If it's over here, now in order for them to see it and shoot at it, they have to turn, look up, and start shooting over this way, which means they're not shooting your team. So it's still going to heal them and do stuff, right? So up here is fine. Up here is fine. In this building can sometimes work depending. It's, you know, not as good. If you're on attack, over here works great in this little like alcove. Up here can work a lot of the times on attack. You put it above the enemy team, they'll never see it. It can have line of sight to your whole team and be fine. That can work great, stuff like that. But yeah, putting it down right in the middle, you don't want to see this. One of the easiest like rules of thumb is just like keep it out of line of sight, right? So instead of here, if you pop that down here, now it's out of sight, your team can still get healing from it. And then if they can't find it, that's on them.
Real firepower. That fucking hurt. That was a little.
Yes, save him. No, stop looking away at the Star-Lord. Every time.
You're welcome.
That Star-Lord is just getting infinite value. He's killed the tanks like 10 times. Ace?
This is
Good escape.
firepower. I'll patch you up.
Shields up.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Oh, get it! Nice. Get to safety. Get to safety. Get to safety. Oh, no. Oh, you got so greedy. So, this is a concept I didn't think I'd have to teach a support, but understanding that, like, when you've gotten your value, you get out, okay? So we're walking up. We're doing some damage. We, like, you know, we have a support ult going. It only lasts 8 seconds, so it's not very long. And then we do some damage. We actually get the kill, and it's like, oh, that was amazing value. Just get out. Your job is done. Go back to what you were supposed to be doing, right? But we overstay our welcome for, like, way too long. Like, this would be fine if you're a tank. A dive tank. But rocket, that's really, really bad.
Rockets.
Only 60 seconds left.
Rockets. Launch it again. I'll patch you up.
Beacon? Res beacon? Res beacon? A great spot is down here because it's actually close enough to like proc it. Down here. Here's fine. Gotta throw it.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
A little help, please.
I don't like it in this room as much because you know, they're gonna start using it at this rank. In Diamond, they're gonna start attacking you from that room. This is no longer gonna be safe.
Never miss.
Oh, you're dead. Oh, the Hawkeye's terrible.
Just hold on a little more. I'll get you next time.
Once again, we have like
Never miss.
I mean, this one's not. This one's. There's an active Hawkeye ult going on, right? But if you know there's an active Hawkeye ult going on, somebody's going to be taking a ton of damage. You need to find that person and help them.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I'll get you next time.
So close. Okay. So, I mean, we went over some big arching concepts of like what happens when a diver like pulls your attention away, like what it does to the front line. We talked about some specifics like rocket ult, how to use, cover, things like that. We talked about a bunch about White Fox stuff. So I hope this gives you some good ideas of like things you can work on, things we can get better at. So anyway, take care. God bless. Catch you guys next time. Bye.